How far would you go for your faith? What limits do your beliefs have? It's time to ask yourself that question as you witness this group of believers who see physical pain as a symbol of devotion. If you haven't recognized them yet, let us introduce you. These are the faithful participants of the Thaipusam Festival, a major event in Malaysia where each year thousands of Hindu devotees walk a path of sacrifice to give thanks and seek protection from Muruga, or Kartikeya, the god of war in their faith. But what makes this festival so unique? And why do thousands of people travel to Malaysia to witness this ritual up close? Stay with us until the end of the video to uncover the answers to these questions and more. Above all, Thaipusam is a celebration of faith and devotion. This Hindu festival, rich in cultural and religious significance, is celebrated in honor of the god Murugan, also known as Kartikeya, the son of Shiva, one of Hinduism's principal deities. The festival has its roots in Tamil Nadu, India, and takes place during the full moon of the Tamil month of Thai, which falls between January and February in the Western calendar. Thaipusam isn't only celebrated in India. It's observed in various Tamil communities worldwide, including places like Singapore, Sri Lanka, and of course, Malaysia. Malaysia, however, adds a unique dimension to this festival, as the majority of the population does not practice Hinduism. Yet, despite this, Thaipusam remains a significant event in the country. Later in the video, we'll explain why. The origins of this festival are rooted in the Tamil community's commemoration of good triumphing over evil, symbolized by the defeat of the demon Sarupadman by the god Murugan, who is believed to have wielded a divine lance called the Vel, gifted to him by his mother Parvati. Now, you might wonder why it's called Thaipusam, as it doesn't seem to reference the name of the god being worshipped. The answer is actually quite straightforward. The festival's name, Thaipusam, derives from Thai, which refers to the 10th month in the Tamil calendar, and Pusam, meaning when the moon is at its brightest, since the celebration coincides with the full moon during these months. So far, this may sound like any other religious festival, but what you're about to discover will leave you speechless. First, devotees prepare through a purification period that can last up to 48 days leading up to the festival. This preparation includes extended prayers, prolonged fasting, maintaining celibacy, and following a strictly vegetarian diet. Devotees do all of this in anticipation of the acts of penance and thanksgiving performed on Thaipusam Day, such as long walks to sacred temples like Batu Caves in Malaysia, and even self-flagellation to demonstrate endurance and devotion. This isn't just a festival. It's a profound journey of faith, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. This last practice is the most controversial aspect of the festival. And let me warn you, it's quite intense. During the event, it's common to see people with hooks, spears, and needles pierced into their skin, lips, or tongues, an image that's not only shocking, but also deeply unsettling. This ritual is known as Kavadi Atam, a ceremony of sacrifice and offering where devotees carry heavy structures called kavadi, which translates to burden. This kavadi is a semicircular piece made of wood or metal, curved and attached to a cross structure, which is then balanced on the devotee's shoulders. The act is performed to seek the help of Murugan, often on behalf of a loved one in need of healing, or as a way to repay a spiritual debt. Devotees in the procession dance along the pilgrimage route, bearing not only the weight of the kavadi, but also the pain of the piercings. You might wonder why anyone would choose to undergo something so painful. But did you know that some devotees claim to feel no pain at all during these extreme rituals? For the Tamil community, self-flagellation symbolizes the renunciation of ego and physical needs. By inflicting pain on themselves, Thaipusam participants demonstrate unwavering dedication and devotion to Murugan. This act is seen as a way to express their total surrender to the divine, leaving behind worldly concerns. Moreover, many devotees believe that despite the physical pain, they experience a deep spiritual connection during the festival. Some say they enter a trance-like state that allows them to endure the suffering without feeling pain, strengthening their faith and commitment to Murugan. Additionally, self-flagellation practices foster a sense of community among participants. The festive atmosphere, filled with chants and music, unites devotees in their spiritual quest and creates an environment of mutual support. But don't worry, not everything about Thaipusam involves pain, suffering, or physical sacrifice. There are other ways for devotees to express their faith that aren't as extreme, as I'll mention next. If you've ever seen images of Thaipusam, you've probably seen Batu Caves, a temple complex in the mountains, famous for its massive statue of Murugan, standing over 42 meters tall. This site is the heart of the festival in Malaysia, attracting millions of pilgrims and tourists every year, all eager to experience the mystical atmosphere that fills the air. One of the main activities of the festival here is a 3-kilometer walk toward the cave, where devotees ascend a steep flight of 272 steps. It's said that the cave's entrance shape, reminiscent of Murugan's spear, inspired Thaipusam, a leader of the Tamil Hindu community in Malaysia, to establish the temple there. This is the walk during which many devotees perform the Kavadi Atam as they make their pilgrimage to the focal point of the Thaipusam Festival, which hosts one of the largest Murugan statues in the world. However, the Thaipusam procession actually begins elsewhere. At the Sri Mahamariamman Temple in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, devotees gather to accompany the statues of Murugan and his consorts, Vali and Devanai, as they are carried to a ritual bath in the nearby Sungai Batu River. After this ritual, the devotees make their way to the temple to lay down their prayers and all that burdens them. As I mentioned before, Malaysia doesn't have a large Hindu population. But did you know that this hasn't prevented Thaipusam from being one of the country's most significant celebrations? It's no secret that Malaysia is a predominantly Muslim country. In fact, according to Article 160 of the Constitution, a person must be Muslim to be considered ethnically Malay. However, despite this context, and the fact that only 6.1% of the population practiced Hinduism, according to the 2020 census, Thaipusam is celebrated as an official holiday. It has transcended its religious significance to become a cultural and economic event of great importance in Malaysia. In fact, the festival has taken on new meaning as a constant reminder of the richness and diversity of Malaysian culture, helping preserve the Tamil community's identity in such a multicultural country. It's said that the festival attracts tourists from around the world, curious visitors who travel to witness this extraordinary display of faith, as well as Hindu practitioners who wish to make a pilgrimage to the largest statue of Murugan in the country. Economically, Thaipusam generates significant income, not only in Kuala Lumpur, but also in other parts of the country. Beyond its religious importance, the festival is a major tourist attraction. Every year, thousands of tourists travel to Malaysia specifically to see this vibrant spectacle, experience the devotion and Tamil culture, and learn about the spirituality behind this incredible event. In Malaysia, it's estimated that nearly 1 million people take part in the celebrations, making the festival a prominent event on the Hindu calendar. Vendors selling offerings, traditional food, and clothing take advantage of the event, turning the festival into an economic lifeline for many families. For all these reasons, Thaipusam is not just a festival. It's a transformative experience that shows the depths of human faith and how a religious tradition can bring people from different cultures together. From the majestic Batu Caves to the emotional and intense processions, Thaipusam has become an event that touches the hearts of even those who believe they're unshakable. If you ever get the chance to experience it, you'll understand why so many people remain dedicated to this tradition year after year. But the choice is yours. Would you dare to go? If you enjoyed this fascinating story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this one. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to hear more interesting facts about this or other festivals, or if you have any additional insights about this one that you find fascinating. Also, don't forget to share the video and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on more of these incredible stories. Until our next adventure.